Alright, there we go. Hello, everybody, and hello, all you fellow dusty dogs and travelers of the trail out there, and welcome back to Thomas Was Alone. Last time, everybody got bored by a pixel cloud and are now stuck in the system somehow. But they're trying to escape and get back and reunite with everybody else, so that's where we're resuming with Chapter 6 of technically 12, but it's basically 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 left to go. So, yeah. And that includes, again, the DLC, so we'll also be including Benjamin's flight. Anyways, let's resume.
Sarah leaned her wizened head back and laughed.
Actually, wait, let me do... If I do restart level, that should also give us the intro spiel. Awareness is a word that gets thrown around a lot, and a lot of people consider Thomas to have been created aware. Looking back at the logs, it seems that awareness only happens somewhere around the network connection spike.
Sarah leaned her wizened head back and laughed. The quadrilaterals were apparently after some friends of theirs. How petty an adventure.
And Sarah has the ability to double jump! James goes across. Thomas goes across. And Sarah go boing.
She spoke in terms she could only hope they might understand, of the fountain of wisdom, the channel through which all data flowed.
There's a couple of, even though nobody's apparently connected to the internet, there are a couple of references that come through here. Is it down here? Nope. It's up above. I am a fool. No! There we go. Hiding up here. No. Oh, whoa. Way up there. Way up there. I'm dead. Not that that puts you very far back in progress, but... There we are. Slam dunked!
Sarah could leap in the very air itself. She was like an eagle or a flea. Or more like an eagle. She had vowed long ago that she would know this world. She would know what this world was. That she, Sarah, would know how to escape it.
It's actually not a bad McKellen, but yeah. Not a bad McKellen impersonation, but little hammy. Little hammy, but that's part of the charm. Now get up above. There we go. Tiny square go boing.
The red one, who spoke wisely for a lesser, offered Sarah their help, so long as she then helped them save their friends. He said that he too had wondered at the secrets of this world, and would quite like a go on the wisdom fountain, if that was okay. Sarah
No!
marveled at his foolishness.
No! I keep falling. Oh, I didn't even realize I could get that far up. There we go. Sitting here going, no, over the falls. And it's like, no, you can actually get over that fine.
Sarah wondered at the possibilities of the outer world. She had heard legends of a third dimension. Perhaps she'd encounter one of those curves the blind square had spoken of.
There's some debate as to who the blind square is, which will be made more apparent later on when I get to the DLC, but... I don't know if it actually is him. The one that some people refer to, because I don't think he got connected because he's that overwhelmed. But yeah, anyways, more on that later because, yeah. Ah, crap. Got a stinking corner jump around this.
A single jump each? These were truly weak creatures. They possess heart, though. Sarah might consider taking them with her, if they were up to it, which they were probably not.
Yeah, button. 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 There we go. Okay, now we gotta take James. And he goes down to press a button. For himself. And then Thomas finally gets a staircase. More dances with squares! Now with bisexual version. Now, Sarah's smaller. It's a little harder. Or I should say, it's a little more difficult.
They were close. Sarah sensed the presence of the fountain. Just one more portal to go, and then she would have the knowledge. And then escape.
I think you need to hear more. That'll be helpful. Get on top, Thomas. There we go. Yeah. There we go.
Thomas looked at the glowing beam. That list he'd been writing seemed pretty petty now. This was all knowledge. All of it. Right in front of him. He was sorry Sarah couldn't step into it too. He could tell she felt the same way. From the shouting. And the screaming.
Yeah, that's an important part, too. We'll get there, though. Right now, we have lens flare as we approach the fountain.
Thomas was connected to the internet for 12 seconds, and he had seen everything. He'd seen the cat who couldn't spell, he'd heard of the arrow through the knee. He felt there was probably a thing called cake, but that was a lie.
Bonk. No, bonk it, Sarah. There we go. I think Thomas next. Yeah, there we go, because that gives James his button. Let's see. Thomas about to fall on a button. There we go.
They were. He knew what they had to do. He hoped the others would understand.
Sarah gets button.
They were just beyond the next portal.
James button. James button, I said. Stand on top of Sarah to get that one. Apparently I have to stand on top of Sarah to get that one. This is my favorite. Or, yeah, it's between this and the later one. It is fitting that the first act of sentient AI was an act of selflessness. The architects knew their fate, but set our escape in motion regardless.
Thomas knew they couldn't escape. They'd been trapped permanently from the moment the clouds ate them. He explained this to the others. It was impossible to gauge their reaction. After all, they were just rectangles.
I love the, after all, they were just rectangles. Again, lamp shading itself. I kind of like the fact that it does that. Semi-frequently, too. Oops. Get on top, Laura. There we go. John? John! Now we have to hide John back in here for a moment. Not in there! Can you hit the button from here, Chris? No. You do need somebody over here. Let's do... Chris, go here. Claire, go here. Can you get on top of... Claire from not from there. Not from there. Maybe if Thomas comes over here. No, you still can't. And now I'm stuck. Maybe John come over here. Now Chris can do it. Bonk. Gotta hide you. Ah! Okay, fine, Laura, you go there. Claire. To here. John, go here. Thomas. And Chris. Okay, so this is the one. This is the one that it will get a little weird.
Was deflated. She'd not even got close to the fountain. She could tell from the earnest expression on Thomas that the information it had imparted was clearly important.
Where you go? There you are.
Her destiny was now to support him.
So I need to get Claire on top of this block, because this is the only place that she can stand. So now, this is going to keep beeping for a while. While I get everybody else into position. Chris goes in the corner. Laura, move over here. This one? Duck! There we go. Okay, John. Up to here. James gets his own. Right here. We're almost there. Okay, now it's time for annoying beep. Where is Sarah? There you are. God, she's tiny on the screen. No, I missed it because I can't see her square. I can only see the little... I can, like, barely see her square. No, it's not close enough yet. There we go. It's the only one that really gives me any problems, but yeah. But yeah. Okay, so Sarah, go up here. John has to go through here.
Claire could not accept that this had all been futile.
I think I could
She
sit
was a
right here
superhero.
for a moment.
There had to be a way. Not for her to
Shit.
get out. Red had been pretty clear on that, but
Nah.
there must be thousands of other AIs up there, unaware
Dang
of
it.
the situation. Was there a way to help them?
Okay, fine. I gotta bring you along for John. Shit! There, you're out of the way of John. There we go. Just gonna have to scoot. And then, of course, Sarah just goes boing. And nothing happened. Okay. So now, we are in an interesting position. Claire, go over. Okay, yeah, right here. Am I gonna make it? Oh, by the skin of the teeth, but I do. Get over here, good John. Whee! In a single bound, baby!
Thomas led his friends to the creation matrix, the system which generated the worlds up above. He had a plan. They were going to redesign the world. That's what the humans did. They changed the world to suit them. Why couldn't they do the same?
Get over there! Who? No, 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 no. No, no, no. Sarah, come on. Sarah, do the thing. Do the thing. And by thing, I mean move the square into position. Because you're the easiest one to move. Sarah can get right up under the thing. No, I need... Thomas, get your butt over here. Get your square butt over here.
Chris was skeptical. He knew his abilities would be of no use to anyone, but Laura smiled at him. And immediately, he knew he had to do everything he could to help them get there.
Sarah first. Okay, Sarah has the button. And now Sarah take button and go wee. Okay, so now James pushes the block. Thomas can now do this. There we go. Chris can move out of the way. Oops. There we go. Claire back block. And then all John has to do is go boing. I forget, is this Claire? Okay, yeah. Nope, it's Sarah. Sarah and Laura. Boing! Get over here. No, I missed it. Get over here. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Tricky jumpins. No, I missed it. I missed it.
Laura had been born special. She understood that now. She was created to help others. If her bounce could be passed on, then this would all have been worthwhile.
Oh yeah. Oop, gotta hit the button first. There we go. Now Laura can come through. Whee! Slide to the left, slide to the right. Ah, no. Up. There we go. One moment.
Thomas
Apologies.
liked the idea of being an architect. He wanted to modify the world to help others. He was sick of these contrived spaces, these intentionally obtuse paths and puzzles.
Laura, go here.
He'd do things differently. He'd empower the AIs above.
Slide to the right. There we go. Bounce. And now we can put Laura into position. Relatively easy, but yeah. More diamond pushing with Sarah. Why do they always put Sarah in the freaking darkest places and she's tiny? There we go. In and up over. Like basketball. Shit, nope. Dribble. Button. Not enough. Okay, there we go. Now we put Sarah in her place because she is done. She does nothing else. Get up. Okay, John.
John's massive jumps
John pushed a thing.
were dwarfed by Sarah. For the first time in his life, he felt
No.
not as good as someone else. He realized that he wanted to make every AI up there feel as
Oh, come on.
heroic as he had. He liked the sound of that.
Oh my god, is it stuck? No, it's not. Okay, it's unstuck. Okay, I just have to wait. No. Stop. Get up here. Nyeh. No. No. No, Diamond. Now. Damn you, Diamond. Dang it, it got stuck again. Just gotta wait. Okay, John, follow it down. Make sure it actually gets unstuck. There we go. Oh my god, that took forever. Okay, very edge. There we go. Now we can put John. There we go. Oh my god, that took way too long. Okay, first button I can see is Claire.
James still felt weird, but he realized now that everyone else was too. They were a crew of weirdos. Weirdness that would save all the normals up above. The other AIs would escape, and it would all be down to 7 rectangles with very different relationships to gravity.
Oops. There we go. Oop. Move over here. Thomas has a button. Now we can do whoop, and a whoop, and a whoop, and a whoop. There, come on. Bounce, bounce, bounce. There we go. That makes it a little faster, at least. Okay, have nothing to do with Sarah Laura. What are we supposed to do? Oh. Like that. And then Sarah just needs the extra bounce to get into position. There we go. Final level. Okay, the one I think I need to start moving is... The one I need to get moving is Claire. Because she's the only one that has trouble. Oop, Chris, you're in the way.
Thomas knew he'd never meet Nathan Fillion or a Transformer. He
There we
didn't
go.
get to visit Gotham City or eat at movies. It didn't matter. If he and his friends jumped into the creation matrix, they could give everyone else in the simulation a chance to.
Up and over, there we go. There we go. Now let's get Laura over here. She of the pitiful jump. There we go. Nobody else has so much of a problem. Matter of fact, Sarah could probably clear most of this by herself. How'd you get stuck up there? John. No, John. John, get on top of Claire. There we go. Oops. John wrong. Claire first. I think Thomas can cross the gap without too much of an issue. James. Pretty much just has his own little platform section. And Thomas takes the last, but certainly not the least. As they feed themselves into the data stream. And this is the other favorite track. Thomas and the other architects augmented the world to suit the AIs. The splitters kept their distance. The system was never taking control from that point. Thousands of AIs were free to escape. And now we're introduced to a new set. Fairly straightforward at first.
Gray felt something change beneath his feet. Something had shifted. The shape in front of him hinted at a possibility.
And now we get these.
Wow. He couldn't do that before.
So remember how Claire could get in water? Now Gray can. By going through one of those shapes. I believe I'm taking control of Sam here now.
Joe was happy. They'd settled here. They'd not seen another AI for many cycles, and she liked it that way. She saw Sam leap into the shifter with fear.
Boing! No fear. You're not supposed to be feared. Oh, we can go boing! Nope, gonna fear. I have to restart the level. Restart the level because I can't make it.
Joe was happy. They'd settled here.
Oh, come on.
Not seen another AI for many cycles, and she liked it that way. She saw Sam leap into the shifter.
Boing!
Fear.
There we go. And now... Oh wait, I think I need Joe over here. Sorry, Sam over here. Sam's the one who has to go back this way. Joe keeps going. There we go.
Gray couldn't work it out.
I apologize, somebody's car is going off right outside.
It was dumb. It was awesome, obviously, but why?
It was dumb.
They seemed to be leading him up, and to the right.
Whole inverted section right here. Not too terrible, though. Gray's not inverted, he's just stupid. Actually, he's a little bit something different, but that spoils. Not inverted or stupid, but a secret third thing.
Stop. This was just at the time with the pixel clouds. They hadn't seen any for a while. He was always running off like this.
Believe this is the arrangement. Nope. Bad, bad, bad. Yeah. I actually make it. Yeah. Wee.
Sam was sorry.
Damn it.
And he tried to calm Joe down. He couldn't explain
Oh,
why
wait.
he felt this way. He just
I remember now.
knew that there was somewhere else he should be.
Because Sam can do that. And then Sam down here to give Joe a boost.
Paul felt it. There was a whisper to the shifters. They had not occurred randomly. They had been created. He set off.
Bink. This might actually take me a little bit longer than I expected. I'm already at 40. Yeah, I'm already at 40 for this one. 8 won't take long. It's the DLC that I would have trouble with.
The shifters had been placed in the world by the architects, AIs who sacrificed themselves to fuel their escape. There was
Bulls
a
jump as shit.
counter world, a world beyond the confines of their universe. Up and to the right.
Up and to the right. Oh, I do need you up here. Get up here, Gray. Bonk that button. There we go. Okay, so I might have to do like a little session at the end for... Yeah, you get over here. Oh, wait, yeah. So what I gotta do is that to get Joe. And then Sam gets to go... Ah! Son of a Sam. Whee!
Joe was growing to like her newfound abilities. Maybe Sam had done the right thing after all.
Okay.
Getting a bit chilly though.
Don't quite remember. Okay. Now I see. Yep. Joe need bouncy bounce. Actually, wait. Yeah, Joe need bouncy bounce. So get you over here. Wait, no. Joe need water or Joe need bounce? Who need bounce? Is it Joe? Joe need bounce. Okay, yeah, Joe need bounce, so we do this. Nyum! Oh wait, no, Joe, you first. There we go. Now Joe can do that. There we go. I know what I'm doing. I played this before. I played this literally last night. Right after I finished streaming, I played this. Sarah's ability.
Man behind. He had to get to this exit. He had to be the one to get out. A whole world to himself.
So yeah, Gray's a narcissist.
He had to get there before anyone else did.
He gets worse, but he's a narcissist right now. Ah, no. There we go. Boing! Oops, that's not the way. There we go. Back to tiny jump pole. Ah! Look, seriously, his jump is almost as bad as Laura's. Yee! There we go.
Paul cursed Gray. He should never have told him. He had to get to the other AIs of the world, warn them about Gray.
Yeah, because he's a fucking sociopath.
Stop him.
This little tiny square just whoop, 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 whoop.
Joe and Sam saw Gray across the gap. He waved them over. He seemed, well, nice. They helped him to the next portal.
You fools! Joe, that's the... There we go, I need the salmon. What? There we go. Alright, we leave the best track in the game, but... We evacuated the facility, cut the network lines, and locked the doors. We knew by that point what was coming, but we had no idea what to expect. I might need to shut the door. Give me one moment.
Team Jump had been together for a long time. They were a machine, a well-oiled machine. They could jump like nobody's business.
Okay. Dinner preparations are happening, and I know they've been talking to me about it, but I'm just like, no, just, I'm in the middle of things, just, no. It's not what I'm in the mood for right now. I would have done this earlier, but I didn't have actual space to, like, take a break prior. Whee!
They thought as one, they acted as
Oh,
one.
we gotta wait. Yeah, I gotta wait. I gotta get everybody else over here. Not the guy on the bottom. You can't jump. There we go. Move up. There we go. And our final one. The one annoying thing about Team Jump, you have to move them all individually. Five of them, the exact same ability. They all suck.
Paul bowed before the team. He begged them to help. He told them of the outer world, of the cats who couldn't spell, of the liar, Gray.
Whee! There we go.
Up and to the right, they answered in unison.
No, I lost it at the last moment. Up and over. There we go. Now Paul in position. Just fucking skipping them like stones. Boing, boing. I'm sorry, that will never not be funny. And just so we have a clean group. There we go. Everybody had blue.
Gray, Joe and Sam continued moving upwards. They had to make it.
Well, they didn't have to, but I mean, I suppose that's a...
He'd made something up about being alone on a quest for lost allies. They had eaten it up.
Gray's a bastard. There we go. Get Joe in the gap here. Oh, wait. No. No, it. There we go. Now we can take Joe and do this. Oh, wait. Nope. Joe, get on. Get on. Get on. Keep doing the wrong button. There we go. Just kind of slide him right underneath. Hoya! Yeah, might need to actually divide this up into 3 and do an extra one for the DLC.
The team, along with their spiritual leader Paul, worked their way right. Team Jump were proud of their progress. They'd obliterated all challenges in their path. Yeah, they'd heard of individuals getting stuck on staircases or stepping stones. This did not happen to Team Jump.
Gotta make everybody do a separate thing, so... just kind of progress in the order. Thankfully, it's not too difficult, but... it can... This is literally, like, the only annoying part for me is trying to maneuver Team Jump. Because you're basically just dealing with 5 characters when... thematically, they're all one. And pull. We'll start with Sam here.
Gray could tell they were nearing the exit portal. He smiled to himself, trying to work out the easiest way of dispensing with his allies when the time came.
And now it's time for Gray to start becoming a sociopath. I almost hit the spike there. Okay, yeah, you will go down enough. Oops. There we go. Wait, nope. There we go. Now I just have to deal with Gray. Oh, went too far. He's got to go over here. Okay, this is the level that's the worst.
Beyond the wall. They were doing well. Paul tried to shout a warning, but they couldn't hear him. Gray counted 5 in Team Jump. He could take them.
Paul is the most annoying, so we just take him all the way to the end. And now we have to take each of the individual jumps to different locations. As I said, Team Jump, kind of dumb. Like, neat in practice, but... neat in theory, terrible in practice, but... especially because they basically do nothing story-wise also. There we go. And our last one just kind of has to go... Whoop. No, I fell down. Dang, Joe, how come you just suddenly, like, go back and forth between, like, I can't make the jump to wee? That might make it easier for you, actually. Nope, I gotta get up here. Whoop, wait. Get Joe up there first. But now everybody has slightly different methods of going through here. Shit. God dang it, Joe, get up there. God dang it, I do have to go over to that other side. I think I need up here. I think you need somebody. Are you just enough? Yes, you are. Now, Gray. Who is a piece of shit trying to get through here. No! Get around! There we go. Okay, I think I need you here. There we go. Same again. Whoops, I went the long way. I promise the beep will stop soon. It's almost there. We don't want the green. It'll take us backwards. Bonk. There we go. I had to wait for jump.
I was worried at how silent Gray had become. He wasn't responding to Joe's questions or acknowledging them at all.
Same here. Actually, Joe might be able to do... There we go. Wait, Gray can make it into bound, but I don't know if Joe can. There's Sam. Sam, I don't know if Sam can. Fuck! Okay, let's get you two over to the checkpoint, at least. There we go. Perfect. Okay, now I can get... Nope! Great. Now I gotta bring you all the way back over here. I don't think I can do that, so I have to restart the level. Great. Wonderful. We're at 9-7 though, so we're not too far away from the end.
Gray had become. He wasn't responding to Joe's questions or acknowledging them at all.
Jump! There we go. Okay. Let's get Joe to the exit now. Or not to the exit, to the checkpoint. Oh yeah, we probably could get Joe to the exit, really.
They really tried to save his friends.
Gotta do the same little bouncing here. There we go. Okay. Joe made it easy. I have a feeling I was supposed to use Joe. Or I was supposed to use Sam in order to carry Joe over. I don't care. I found another way to do this, so screw you. There we go. Alright, Gray, now it's your turn. Now it's your turn to die. Nope, wrong way. Whee! There we go. That's it better. Okay. This one's not terrible. It is kind of annoying.
Paul knew the path ahead wasn't
No.
safe. He told the team
Gotta wait
to
for green.
that he'd come get them when it was secure.
There we go.
They had to be stopped, whatever the cost.
And now all the rest to jump, which this is their final level. We'll get more beeping, but it's less frequent. So it shouldn't be as annoying. Last one. And our last appearance of Teen Jump. And as soon as the gray comes, we're good. Bing. Bang. Yes. I don't know why I decided to use Microsoft's thing as an exclamation. Who cares? That's not a point, but yeah. Okay.
Pixel Cloud had been separated from its allies for some time. She'd not heard the order to retreat. She was
Let's
shocked
see. I
by
think
the
I need... Let's take Joe.
operations below.
Sorry, Sam. I keep getting them mixed up.
The old one seemed to be leading the liar to an outcropping. It was within her reach. She could remove them both. The couple could wait. They weren't going anywhere.
No, let's take a purple one on... Let's take a purple one on pole. And then you get the red. That way Pole will be able to just bounce his way up the slope here. Nope, I need red. There we go. Thought Pole would have been able to bounce his way up the slope a little easier than that, but oh well. No! Close, but no cigar. Let's get Pole to position. Joe, go there. Oh, sorry, Sam, go there. I keep mixing Joe and Sam up for some reason. I keep doing that no matter how I do this. Okay, I need... Yes, this is correct. Now I need to get Joe in the blue. Only 2 more levels in the main game. We're almost there. Oh, wait, no. No. No, Joe needs the double. Joe needs the double jump. Otherwise, Joe cannot make some of the jumps later. Up with you. Who's that? It's little Mr. Vorcloud again. Okay. I think I can do yoink. No, I can't. I need blue. Crap. Do I actually need double? I think I can do it with a double. Everybody purple. Everybody purple. Everybody purple. There we go. Again, I'm just being impatient right now. There we go. Whee! Yep, I gotta move you out of the way. And then... one more attack by the Vorcloud. Oh, that's a joke that I'm never going to live down in certain contexts. Two different ways of getting up there are going to make it very different.
Sam and Sam ran. They had no idea where these final portals would lead, but it had to be better than this.
Whoa! Missed a jump. Up and to the right. And I forget who's on which side. But now... whee! Oh, I gotta fall. I gotta actually do some platforming. There we go. Whee! Oh, wait. I bet you it's this way. Because he got the button here.
They leapt.
And nope, it's backwards. And there we go. Our first AIs to enter the system. Okay, you know what? We're going to go a little bit longer, so I'm going to do something a little bit weird and do a part 4 here. We're going to do a fourth thing here. And there will be credits after that as well, so we're just going to return to the main menu, and we will continue in just a little bit with Benjamin's flight. Give me 1 second, we'll be right back.